It's a road game for the Grizzlies, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. It's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. We're live at the United Center where the Chicago Bulls have home court advantage. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. And it's Green in the 3 spot.
Pau Gasol is one of the most skilled 7-footers in the game. He can pass, handle the ball, shoot it from outside, and he's terrific on the low block. He has all the moves, and he knows how to link them together, too.
Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Oh, my goodness.
High wire flying.
Don't drop your jaw.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Did you get an assist and a field goal for that? I mean, that was ridiculous.
Here's Conley. And it's blocked by Gasol. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Just 3 to shoot. Kept alive. Green gets to Conley. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
To the left wing. Jumper off the screen. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
Climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Here's Gasol. No good.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Memphis really revitalized their season late in the year, but they dropped a lot of games against the East early on.
Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the wide open shot from Rose. No good from outside. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Joakim Noah. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Pau Gasol. The Grizzlies would rally later in the year, Clark, as you were saying, some losses to the East last year that they would want back.
Yeah, no question about it. Every team in the league wants games back they lose. You can't recapture them, though. Memphis no different. They had some injury issues, though. Marc Gasol out for a while, and that really disrupted their rhythm. But late in the season, as you said, they were right on track.
Rose dishes to Gibson. And the basket by Rose.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Conley kicks to Lee. Back to Conley. Green with a screen on Rose. They double team Randolph. Rebound by the Bulls. Butler goes in. Over in the corner, Conley. It's stolen by Rose. Lee with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
He feeds it to Lee. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Lee's got 5.
That is a pretty finish. Defense did all they could there, but he just outwilled them.
Here's Noah. And it's good.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust. Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Memphis also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Gasol. John Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Carter in for Courtney Lee.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
And Green slams it in.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slamming.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Yeah, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Here's Carter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
Nazi Muhammad's checked in for the Bulls. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. Here's Conley. He has 7. There's a good screen. Here's Lure. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Chicago leading. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mirotic's shot is off.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Carter sets the pick for Conley. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Bulls. Ejuan Moore is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Dunleavy. Then there's Nazi Muhammad. And it's Gasol at the 4 slot. The drive by Green. Baseline jumper. Shot's good. Green's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Memphis. Carter sets the pick for Conley. Green with the ball. Gasol covering. Gasol with the defensive effort. A three ball. They get it back. It's stolen by Green.
That's flat out embarrassing.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, a close partnership between Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau and center Joakim Noah. Noah said, quote, "The way each of us sees the game can be totally different, but he'll fight anybody to win, and I will too." Noah says Thibodeau's changed too, adding, "He's opened up a lot more, asking how we're doing, what we're thinking." Kevin?
They're really the backbone of that team. Thanks, Doris. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Chicago making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Muhammad. Butler comes in for Tony Snell. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Moore. Memphis also making some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Kukoc. Lure comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And again, Memphis no good.
The Chicago Bulls consistently one of the best defensive teams in basketball. Coach Tom Thibodeau is an innovator on that side of the floor, a motivator as well. He's done an amazing job.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Bulls center Joakim Noah, winning Defensive Player of the Year last season. Well-deserved. A big factor for him inside.
And, you know, Kevin, you can make a case with the talent they have, arguably being the premier defensive front line in the NBA.
Agreed. Joakim Noah is checked in for Chicago. Then for the Grizzlies, Adams comes in for Jeff Green. And Lee's subbed in for Carter. Out to Lee. Tries it from 19. And again, Memphis no good.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Udrich, the pass to Gasol. To halt the run. Shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Boy, Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big man as well.
Chicago making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. And Rose wide open. He shoots. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
From deep. Got a piece of it. But they get it back. Noah dishes to Mirotic. And finished off by Gasol.
You know, he can be a little awkward with the ball sometimes when it's in his hands, but not that time.
Why do you think it is we don't see more of those out of him, Steve?
I don't know. I mean, he's certainly got the size. He just lacks the confidence, I think, sometimes near the basket.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And Gasol slams it in. Zach Randolph's checked in for Lure. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've set the first.
Oh!
Look out!
Filthy, just pure filthiness. Filthy to the 5th degree.
I'm filthy listening to you say filthy. How's that for a show? Holy smokes.
Oh, man.
And again, Memphis no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, and that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Now Lee inside. And stolen by Mirotic. And finished off by Noah.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
It was a little strange to see a coaching change for the Grizzlies last year after they were a playoff team, but it worked out for them.
Yeah, I was surprised by that as well. I thought Lionel Hollins did a terrific job. A lot of people questioned what they were thinking, making that switch, but they were able to keep the momentum going after losing Gasol for a segment of the season due to a knee injury.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Mirotic. Lee goes in. Here's Gasol. And
Look out, man!
rim is shaken.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one. Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
To the paint. And Gasol comes to help. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Tony Snell's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Rose. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Smith checked in for Lee. Gibson the screen. Moore. Drains the three-pointer. Moore's got 8 points.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. 7 seconds left in the first half. That drops.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls lead by 21. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a game for Rose. 13 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
Some of these passes have been absolutely beautiful, Clark.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Conley out there with Smith. And it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
The Grizzlies have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
Well, last year collectively, I mean, this team shot 74% from the free throw line. Pretty low number.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Memphis. Green, he's checked in for Vince Carter. Conley into the lane. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Grizzlies last season acquiring Courtney Lee, Clark, in a trade with the Celtics.
You know, they were in a bit of a catch-22 type situation. They had athletic wing defenders and long-range shooters, but they didn't have a lot of players who could do both. So they got Courtney Lee, and he's played big minutes for him because he can do both.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 20.
And Courtney Lee acquired in exchange for Jared Bayless. You know, he started as mostly a corner three-point shooter, but he's expanded his range and now can shoot from pretty much anywhere along the arc.
Butler goes in. And that one's good. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Bulls making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. And Muhammad sends it back. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Here's Gasol. 7 points in the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Gibson. The pass to Muhammad. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And you talk about Courtney Lee's shooting. Come on now. Excellent numbers last season from the field, the arc, and the free throw line. Arguably his best season yet overall.
They kick it out to Green. No good off the front iron. Other than the big offensive struggles last year, the Bulls were pretty much how they have been the last few years.
Exactly, Kevin. A strong defense with excellent rebounding and togetherness. Just lacked a little offensive firepower.
Here's Moore. 11 points in the game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Interestingly, guys, Joakim Noah draws inspiration from music. Not the typical selections you might think. He is a huge reggae fan. Noah said, quote, "People think reggae is such happy music, but really listen to the lyrics. It's about empowerment. It's about uniting people. It gives me strength on the floor." Guys?
Noah definitely a unique player and character in the NBA. Good to see. Good kid. Thank you, Doris. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Ejuan Moore. Kufis checked in for Memphis. There's the feed to Mirotic. To the middle. Butler. Second shot opportunity. Mohammed. Here's Butler. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Zach Randolph. Bairstow, he's checked in for Nazi Muhammad. And Memphis also making a switch. Smith is checked in. And Jimmy Butler, a fan favorite in Chicago, taken with the 30th pick, Clark, back in 2011. And he really is a tenacious defender.
Yeah, he's a tough-minded, scrappy player. I mean, you hear about his tough upbringing. It's easy to see why he approaches the game with that fearlessness and determination that he plays with.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Butler. Here's Kalathis. Puts one up from 19. And they get it back. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got 4 points this quarter.
And he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
But they'll get another chance.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Conley into the lane. Sinks the 15-footer. Conley's got 13 points.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Snell. The wing jumper off target.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And he dunks it down.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Randolph, a screen on Rose. Another miss by Conley.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Rose kicks to Gasol. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Snell. Makes it off the glass. Snell's got 6.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's 6 points for Zach Randolph. Rose passes to Gasol. It's stolen. Mirotic brings the double team. Pass to Green. Green, the screen. Here's Calathis. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
They set the pick. Mirotic has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And for Memphis, they're shooting in this game 45%. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. Jimmy Butler is out there with Brooks. And it's Mirotic in the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Here's Adams. Green with a screen on Butler. Drive by Adams. Gasol. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much.
Drive by Adams. And he makes good on the layup. Adams has got 5 points now this quarter. Dunleavy dishes to Noah. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
Their plan is one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
Conley kicks to Adams. Green with a screen on Butler. Here's Adams. Great defense that time from Noah. They get it back. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First one falls for him. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14. Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him, show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
Green, the pass to Conley. And the shot is good. Butler goes in. Dunleavy for 3. And he gets it to go.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And here's the break. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 17 points for Conley. And Butler gets it to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the men they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Morris checked in for Brooks.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Snatched up. Butler. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Right side, Butler. He's feeling it. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Conley dishes to lead. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Butler kicks it to Noah. The kick outside to Butler. That drops. Butler's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field. I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Here's more. The Bulls keep it alive.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy.
Joakim Noah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, and for the Bulls, it really seemed like their defense and their offense revolved around Noah.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Bulls.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Jimmy Butler. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
Chicago's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And Joakim Noah, as you said, the Defensive Player of the Year and the assist leader for the Bulls last season, playing the center position.
Yeah, that's why he deserved consideration for a spot on MVP ballots. The Bulls, without Rose, they lost Deng, and yet they still continued to win. I thought Noah's play and his inspiration and his desire played a big role in that.
Gibson setting a pick for Mirotic. Fires from the corner. Buries the jump shot.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Rose kicks to Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Butler's got 31.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.